Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. This is Touch Gloves Boxing. I go by the name of Biyenge, featuring yours truly, Tre. When you're ready, cuz.
Yo,
It's good.
yeah, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. Obviously, I just wanted to, just before we do the show, we're obviously running 12 minutes late. Apologies, we obviously had a bit of technical issues, but we're still here. We're live, we're ready to go. And yeah, cuz, how's your weekend been? How's your weekend been?
Weekend's been good. The weather's been nice. Can't complain. I'm happy. You?
Mm. You know what? It's been a tremendous weekend. I can't lie. Like you said, the weather's been beautiful, but I can't lie, cuz, you know how we do. We obviously had a major event last night at the
Mm-hmm.
O2. We obviously the ambassador for the O2 as well. We had obviously the big carnage, the total carnage. We obviously had that happening at the O2. But before we sort of get into that, we obviously want to big up everyone that's involved. Obviously, Boxing Hub's obviously saying big up, and he's obviously saying get that United top off. No, mate. No. You know why? Because we're coming back. Yeah? No, I love that, man. But, cuz, we're going to get straight down to business. You know how we do it. Derek, War, Chisora, gains revenge over Pulev, ends his losing streak with a split decision win at the O2. Cuz, this is your arena. This is your town. I want to hear your thoughts. What you saying?
Big up Derek. Big him up. After 3 years, bruv, respect.
Trust
Do
me.
you know what? He done extremely well. He done what he had to do. And the fact that, he won the fight, and I respect him that he even said himself that, look, he ain't got much left in him. You know, he wants the big fights. And me, being honest, it can't be Wilder. No way he can fight Wilder next. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to say he's not good enough. No way he can fight Wilder next. No way. If anything, Derek, he can fight the likes of, I don't know, a trilogy with Dylan. If they want to run it back again, he can probably fight either Andrew Ruiz or Luis Ortiz, or even the winner of that. He can fight Charles Martin or Baby Miller.
Ooh, Big Baby Miller. Yeah,
Baby Miller.
yeah, I
Yeah.
like that. I like that.
Yeah.
We obviously had a conversation off air. I'm obviously happy to, talk about this on there. You obviously mentioned that a fight with Big Baby Miller in the States, that would be absolutely massive, even here in London. But regardless of the destination, the venue, we obviously know that these two during the build up, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be like a WWE event
Indeed.
potentially. If
Indeed.
but
Indeed.
Chisora's obviously calmed down over the years, man. But I reckon someone like a Big Baby Miller will get that Chisora that we all know, man. Who's obviously ready for war, man. But other than that, man, the performance, cause I want to break down how well Chisora did in this fight, man. And look, also as well, man. Before we obviously get into the breakdown, of course, the judges, man. Like, what's happening here again, like?
No, I don't know.
Like,
I think he's probably offended somebody. I don't know because
yeah,
that the points, that was ridiculous. That was, I mean, look, from the get go, yeah, from round one. If anything, I'll probably give Pulev 2 rounds, 2 or 3 rounds max. Do you know what I
mm,
mean? Derek, from the get go, he put it on Pulev, especially
on
them
him,
body shots.
on
Wow,
him,
them
cuz.
body shots.
Cuz, I'm not
Listen,
even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie to you, yeah. The way Chisora was moving like this, man. Here, man. I can't even lie to you, cuz. The way he was coming in, he was doing all of that, cuz. I'm not
listen.
gonna lie. His defense improved,
That
cuz.
that
His
man
defense
right
is
there,
improved.
yeah. in
Us.
his prime, yeah,
Oh,
I am Mike Tyson. No
oh.
disrespectful to anyone in the current heavyweight division now,
Mm,
bro. You're not on his level. No way. Not Tyson Fury, not
yeah,
AJ, not Usyk. No. Not one, none of them.
none.
You'll eat them alive, bro. Like we can't. The thing is, like, look, Derek, his performance was good. Don't get me wrong,
Mm,
but you can just tell he hasn't got that fire in him no more. Well, don't
mm.
get me wrong, he has, but age is catching up. Do you know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
yeah, I get what you
Age
mean.
is
Yeah,
catching up because look, he gave Pulev a few blows to the face, and Pulev didn't. It rocked him, but it didn't floor him. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
It
yeah,
just
yeah.
shows you, like, look, it's
The
it's it's,
power.
it's I believe one or two more fights left in him. You know,
Make it a big one,
if
man.
anything, the way for Derek to end his career, why not challenge Daniel Dubois for the WBA regular title?
Mm. Yeah. You know what? That's actually a good shout. That's actually a good shout. At the end of the day, um, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna drop in this point before obviously make my a few points about the fight. Obviously,
Mm.
big up iBoxing Hub as always getting involved in discussions. And once again, the United top is always gonna stay on, mate. Just saying. But yeah, he's obviously saying Chisora versus Wilder. That's a public execution. Oh man, damn. Obviously, he's saying also Chisora White free you can see happening. Obviously, big up, I do as well. And far too risky for little reward on the bar's part. You know, it could be.
I
It.
mean, not necessarily because put it this way, like, look, the reality is this: the belt's been tied up at the moment. Yeah, that's just us being honest. And he ain't gonna go for a world title shot. Dubois, because he's the next in line. It could potentially do decent numbers, either on BT or the Zone.
Mm,
You know, and Derek fighting Dylan again a trilogy. Would it do numbers? I don't know because remember the first fight that was on AJ's undercard, right?
mm,
The
mm,
second fight, now that was pay per view, right?
mm.
The third fight, I don't know if it, yes, it will do numbers, but I'm not too sure if it'll do pay per view.
Okay, so you don't think he'll do pay per view numbers?
I don't know, because like, look, Derek's not in his prime no more. He's not he's not in his prime. Yeah,
Of
he's
course,
not.
yeah. He's
He's not.
38 years old. Yeah.
Dylan's just come from a loss, yeah, and it's like he got to rebuild himself again, and it's just like I don't know. It's a bit of a tricky one.
Mm.
Derek and Joe Joyce will actually be a good fight because, to be fair, they were
Ooh.
supposed to fight about 4 years ago, but
Yep.
it never happened. And maybe
Okay.
David Hay wasn't too sure, but that'll be an interesting fight. That could potentially be a next fight for Derek. But yeah, I mean, look, Derek, he's all about the money, innit? He goes, he's bored of fish and chips. He wants caviar. I forget caviar, man. Jump on Hamachi side.
No, it's a mad one. But obviously, big up, big up. At the end of the day, cuz this is the question that I want to obviously ask you. You've obviously made some good points in terms of possible decisions, possible fights. But look, I like to ask this question. I like to get in the mindsets of a sort of a matchmaker or a
Mm,
promoter. Cause if you were Chisora's manager right now, you
mm,
had a meeting with Chisora the next day,
mm-hmm,
you had a few options.
mm-hmm.
What is the option you're choosing for War Chisora next?
Baby Miller. Baby Miller. Reasons for, okay, Derek, he last won a fight, what, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
And Miller's been banned for like, what, 3 years? It just makes sense. And for
Mm,
it to happen here, there's no point in going to America because they don't really know Derek like that. Whereas
mm,
Derek has got a huge fan base here at the O2. Do you know what I mean? It'll make sense
mm,
for Miller to come here. But would Eddie want to give Miller that opportunity? I don't know. But it just makes sense. Because let's be real with you, right? Wilder fighting Derek, for him, okay, it's a warm-up fight. But financially, would it make sense? I don't know. Unless they're willing to pay Wilder 10, 15 million.
mm.
Would he do it? I don't know. I don't know.
That's the question. That's the
If that fight
question.
was to happen, Wilder would probably want Derek to go over there.
Yep, to the US, definitely.
Mm.
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
I believe Eddie will work with Miller. I think he would. I think he would. As long as it ain't AJ, then yeah, I reckon he will give him the opportunity.
Okay, you reckon he will definitely give him the
If
opportunity?
it made sense, yeah. Honestly, like, look,
Mm.
it's the boxing fans has to decide, yeah, who should Derek fight next, Dylan White or Baby Miller? Because he's fought Dylan White already, and for us, hardcore boxing fans, we already know who will win the fight, Derek and Dylan. I'm not
Mm.
even trying to be disrespectful. I'm not going to say
Yeah,
who, but we already know. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, and again, it'll be an interesting fight for Dylan to fight Miller.
Mm.
Remember, Dylan's a free agent,
Oh,
but
is
next for
he?
War, I
Is he a
think,
free? Is he a free agent now? Yeah.
I believe so. Yes, yes, yes,
Okay. Say nothing.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So next for War, I would say, if not Baby Miller, then the
Mm.
winner of Andy Ruiz and Luis Ortiz. There you go.
Ooh, yes, yes. You know what, cuz? I can't lie. The way you broke that up was absolutely perfect. I can't even lie to you, brother. But look, before we obviously get to our next part, I just obviously want to give my take on the fight in general. I just think that we was obviously speaking about this off air on the phone. Um, Chisora, in terms of obviously, he didn't have the power and the sort of conviction to take out Pulev, but in terms of his defense, him being comfortable in the ring, him, going inside, the body shots, like he's wearing down his opponent. Like he implemented the perfect strategy for the fight. And I think, if he would have won by TKO, man, I think everyone sort of would have had a different reaction towards maybe him fighting a Wilder. But in terms of his improvements over the years, especially in that fight, also, come on, come on, big up,
You're
man.
right. Yeah. No, you're right, man. You're right. But I don't know, man. It's up to Derek. Like I say, it depends on who he fights next, and judging on his next performance, win or lose, he should just call it a day, man. Think of his mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, if I was his advisor, sit down and say, like, yeah, Wilder, it's a no. No disrespect to Derek, it's a no. You've either got Baby Miller, who's over there, who's free, who's ready to
Mm.
fight, or you can wait and fight the winner of Ortiz and Andy Ruiz.
Perfect, perfect.
Yeah,
Because
it makes
I think
sense. It makes
it just
sense.
makes sense. It just makes sense, in my opinion.
Mm,
It does. So, all right, because
mm.
we obviously back in April. So, if obviously our viewers, our audience, if you go back to our episode 6, back no, it's episode 26, I believe, in April, we obviously spoke about Shields versus Marshall. Finally, confirming that the fight would happen. Fast forward all the way to Sunday, 10th of July. It's confirmed we've got a venue, September 10th at the O2 Arena, your place, cuz. What you saying, cuz, about this fight that's finally about
Do
to
you know
happen
what?
over these years, man?
You have to big up. What's his name? Is it Ben, the promoter?
Yeah, Ben
Because
Shalom, yeah.
my understanding is that it's an all female event taking place
Mm,
at the
mm.
O2, and also it's not pay per view.
Oh, it's not in
Yeah,
it. It's not even
it's not
pay
pay
per
per view.
view.
No. So I fancy Claressa Shields to win, but again, Savannah, she's got power. She's what a knockout artist now. So
Mm, mm,
may the best woman win, but I'm more drawn to Claressa because Claressa Shield made a good point. She said, like, look, who have you fought? Who have you fought? Who honestly, who have you bought? What have you achieved? She
mm,
couldn't say nothing, and I feel that she's more. She tries to get into Clarissa's head, like, to say, like, I'm gonna punch you up, and then I ain't gonna
mm,
hear no more about the GWOAT. I'm gonna take your belt, blah blah blah.
mm,
But
mm.
I don't know, because this fight was supposed to happen many years ago, but it didn't happen.
Yep.
It didn't. So I think Ben Shalom, he's slightly taken over.
He's taking
He's
over. He is. No, he is. He
he's
is.
slightly taken over.
He's taking
He's the
over.
new threat.
I'm
He's
not
the
even
new
gonna
threat.
lie. He is. He is the new threat. Threat. And
Mm.
look, big up, like you said, Cuz man. Big up what Boxer are doing. Big up what Ben Shalom's doing. Obviously with the brand. And look, they're doing a lot of stuff commercially. They're creating some noise. Obviously, they've got that partnership with Sky Sports, which helps, bring this sort of coverage to us as viewers, as the audience. And I can't lie, I'm excited, man. This is obviously going to be a major fight. This is obviously 10 plus years. This is 10 years in the making, I believe, because around 2012, before Shields obviously won her gold medal, she had a sort of tournament she competed with, and in London, Marshall was obviously one of the opponents. That's where she obviously got her loss, and the rematch is finally here. But to be honest, a lot of people have been sort of saying, "Oh, this is gonna be redemption for Shields," and Marshall's been the only person to beat Shields. All this, cause at the end of the day, you just look at both careers. You've seen what both fighters have done, and look, the GWOAT. There's a reason why she's called. You know what? It rubs people the wrong way that she calls herself the GWOAT, but it's not technically for what she's done in the ring. It's for what she represents as a woman, man. Do you know what I mean? Like just the other day, she just had a street name named after her, man. Like, do you know that in itself that tells you how much of a sort of appreciation that these sort of Americans, especially back home where she's from, Flint, Michigan. Come on, man. Like you gotta give this woman respect, man. And I definitely believe that after this fight, especially some of the sort of Marshall fans here in the UK, they will obviously truly respect the GWOAT and understand that she calls herself the GWOAT, not necessarily for her achievements in the ring, but what she represents and what she's doing out of the ring as well. That's what people don't understand. They're taking that sort of that that nickname for granted, if that's what makes sense.
No, for real. Listen, I can't wait. This boxing is picking up. So next month we've got AJ Usyk, and month after then we have in September we've got Canelo and Triple G and Claressa Shields, Savannah Marshall. Bro, boxing is just picking up, and hopefully we're just waiting for Crawford and Spence to confirm a date. So, bro, at the moment, I'm just happy either way. All these big fights are happening. All these
Of
big fights are
course.
happening. But hey, there's one thing. Saw a video of
Oh, all right. What are you saying? What are you saying? What's the news? What's the news?
Fury. He goes, look, he hopes AJ beats Usyk because he wants to take AJ to school. He wants to fight AJ
Ooh,
at Wembley Arena for free.
ooh, ooh, ooh.
Now, let's be
Boy,
real. It ain't gonna happen for free. Let's
of
just be
course,
real. If
of course.
anything, if it happens in Wembley Arena because he wants it to be an all Brits thing, he doesn't want to travel to another country for that fight to happen to get paid. I think they both will most probably take a pay cut to make that fight happen here. That's
Mm.
if they're willing to. And we just listen. AJ has to do the business, bro. He has to do the business because I want to see AJ and Fury, bro. I want to see that fight.
Yeah, that'll
I
be
want to see that
massive.
fight.
That'll be massive for the sport, man. Of course, man.
Not
But
even that. You got to put respect on. Sorry, different subject. Jake Paul. He's fighting an actual boxer now.
oh, you're talking about Hashim Rahman's son, isn't
Yeah,
it? He's fighting.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
what happened with Tommy Fury in the end, man?
So,
Like, what's
I honestly I don't know.
I thought that fight was on, man. Like,
I have no clue. I have no clue. I have no clue. I don't know. Hopefully it happens because somebody said there's no point of that fight happening here because it won't make that much noise. It makes sense if Tommy Fury flies over to America, because they'll
mm,
generate, more money and more views. So
mm,
hopefully if we can't get it this year, then maybe early next year. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
hopefully, fingers crossed,
Maybe.
man. Fingers
Maybe.
crossed. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Also, hopefully that next subject, Bivol and Boatsi, hopefully that fight can get done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's sort of a major fight.
yeah,
That could be happening in the next sort of few months, of course. It
yeah.
all just depends on what Bivol wants. What's going to
No,
happen next?
I mean, look. End of the day, look. Bivol can't. If Bertabif is fighting Yard, then what is he gonna? What does he want to sit and be inactive for like what another 6 months? Do you know what I mean? It just makes sense. Just you know, they're both coming from a win. Boatsi and Bivol just get it on here
Yeah.
at the O2 Arena.
Yeah, no, therefore. You know what? Before we get into sort of the next points, of course, man, I just want to obviously big up everyone that's viewing the show right now. Obviously, big up our brothers from Truffle Tunnel and Never Foul. Of course, they're doing big things. Obviously, Channel, always united, love that, man. So big up. Um, obviously, I Boxing Hub is obviously bigging up Truffle Tunnel, obviously. But look at this. This was interesting. Fury turned down 500k to fight Jake Paul in the UK, I believe. I don't know where the truths behind that.
Um, do you know what? Look, the way I see it, there's more to it, and yeah, he turned down 500k, but I don't know, man. It just
Hmm.
him fighting Jake Paul, yeah. I think they, I think they both need each other right now in their career, right now,
Yeah.
because it would generate more money and more noise. But
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. Some say there was well, I don't know how true this is. I think John Fury said Tommy wasn't ready because he hasn't been training, etc. Blah blah blah. Again, I don't know. I don't really care if I'm honest with you. I've
Hmm.
gone past caring now, man. Just make the fight. Just make it happen, man. Anyway, next. Yeah. Who else? Yeah. So
Callum Smith versus Bivol. What do you
I don't
think?
know if that's been confirmed yet, but then I think it'd be a bit unfair. Don't get me wrong. No, big up Callum Smith and go down against him, but it's just like, look, you know, last time Callum Smith fought was like when AJ and he was on the undercard, isn't it? AJ and Usyk at Tottenham,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
and whereas it's like he's been inactive for like what, nearly a year. It's been
Hmm.
10, 11 months, and I
Been a
think if he was
minute.
to fight Bivol, probably it'll be unfair, man, because Bivol's been active where Callum's been inactive, and I think it'll be fair if Bawatsi gets that shot, man. It just
Hmm.
makes sense.
But do you think Boatsi's ready for the shot right now? Obviously, Virgil
Personally,
Hunter.
I believe so. I believe so because it's just like, look, this is a boxing game. Sorry, this is a boxing, and it's a short career. Do you know what I mean? So you don't want to miss your opportunity. Like just get it done. It's just like, look, I'm just gonna go back to the heavyweight. It's just like AJ and Wilder, they could have fought time ago. Do you know what I mean? We could have had an undisputed heavyweight champion, but because of all these politics and all this and that, yeah, now look,
Hmm.
everything's just a mess.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
now they're saying it's just like, okay, uh, regardless who wins our AJ and Usyk, they have to defend the title to their mandatory, and it's just like, bro, this is just long. It's
yeah.
long.
Hmm.
It's too long, bro. It's too
Hmm.
long. It's just
Hmm.
long. So yeah, man, it's just becoming a joke now, man. Well, let's just see it. Let's just see who wins. Yeah, let's
Yeah, of
just see.
course.
But I'm just excited either way, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited either way, man. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
excited.
It's obviously it's a big time in terms of being involved in boxing, of course. And look, obviously, iBoxing Hub's sort of saying what I was about to say as well. Obviously, Virgil Hunter said he's not really ready. Doesn't feel like
Mm,
he's ready yet. But
mm,
regardless, I do agree with what you're saying, Mr. Sports Entertainment, in terms of uh, boxing being a short-term career, I would say. So he
yeah.
would really have to utilize and take the opportunity that comes, man. So obviously, big up, regardless, man. But last one, actually, man.
Mm, mm,
Before we obviously wrap up and get to our last topic, which is it just goes back to what you were saying, cuz they need each other, in my opinion. They
yeah.
need each other. They're at a time where him fighting Rahman's son. It's obviously going to be good, but everyone's still going to keep calling for Tommy Fury. So, like you said, hopefully that happens next year. But, cuz, obviously, this is the question that I normally like to ask you during the end of the show. Anyway, obviously, you've been watching and looking at what's going on in social media, the boxing world.
Mm.
Like, what have you seen that you felt, you know what, I need to bring this up in the podcast for sure?
Nothing much, if I'm honest with you. I've forgotten his name.
Who?
He's welterweight. He's fighting. I think next month. Is it next month or is it September? He beat Chris Congo in on Dylan and Povetkin 2. Um, he's from Portsmouth. I've forgotten his name. His name's going out of my head now.
Portsmouth.
Yeah, he's from Portsmouth. He's fighting. Do you know what? My mind's gone blank. Apologies. Yeah, not Jake Paul. KSI.
Yeah,
He's fighting. Yeah,
what
on
is
pay per
fighting?
view on the zone. Yeah, he's fighting. I've forgotten the
When?
guy's name. He's fighting. I think in September.
Swear. What, KSI
Yeah,
is coming back to boxing?
looks like it. Yeah, yeah.
Raw, man. Raw. Raw. Okay. Would you, okay, look, he's saying Mikey
That's
McClinnick.
it. Yeah, he's fighting.
Big up
The
I
best.
Boxing Hub, man.
Big up, man. Say for that, man. I appreciate that. He's fighting. I've forgotten his name. He was supposed to fight him before, but the guy had an injury. He's a good opponent. I've forgotten his. Do you know what? His name's gone out of my head, bro.
Nah, don't watch, man.
But
Don't
yeah,
watch.
no, that
Don't
should be
watch.
an interesting fight because I think see Mikey McKinson, yeah,
Hmm.
he's good. He's good. He's good. I think people need to watch out for him. I can actually see him and Conor Ben fighting later on next year.
Wow.
If Conor Ben don't get a title shot, yeah, I can see them two at it.
Scrapping it. Scrapping
Yeah, oh
it.
yes, indeed.
Love that. Love that. Love that. How about what your thoughts are with Jake Paul potentially fighting KSI, man? Like, what's your
Do you know what? I can't. If
general
I'm honest
thoughts
with you,
about that?
I think that fight. I don't know. I think it's died out now. My reasons why it's died out because look, KSI has been too busy with music and other things, etc. And plus, Jake Paul's brother, Logan Paul, is KSI's business partner, isn't it?
Well,
And
true, true.
Jake has been very active, and like at this present point now, I'll say Jake will beat KSI. Yeah,
Mm.
but it
Let's not
just
rule
at the
out
moment,
for the future.
yeah, for the future. If anything, right about now, it's Tommy and Jake Paul.
And I
Yeah.
can't lie, we've got
And
this.
Jake Paul, that would be more for the YouTubers, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Whereas
Yeah,
Tommy and Jake, this is like YouTuber, beast boxing. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah. Of course,
So
that's massive. That's
it should
massive.
be interesting.
And also, in fact, as well,
That's it.
Virtual
Sorry, cuz.
Ortiz
Virtual Ortiz
Jr.
Jr. That's it.
Yes,
That's a fight.
yes,
That is a
yes.
fight, bro.
This is a
That's what I'm saying. If
major
Michael,
fight in the
that's what I'm saying.
welterweight division.
If he beats
Major.
Virtual Ortiz Jr., yeah, then boy, if Connor can't get anybody else, make that fight happen.
They need to make that fight
Make that
happen
fight
at the
happen.
O2.
At the
You're the
O2.
ambassador.
There
Make
you
that
go.
happen. Make
There you
that
go.
happen, cuz
There you go.
that would be major, cuz I'm not even gonna lie.
Indeed.
That would be absolutely major because if Mikey, beats a Virgil Ortiz Jr., who like Ennis Boots, you know,
Ooh.
them two are,
Ooh.
being built up to be like some of the
Mm.
biggest prospects in the welterweight division. So
Yeah.
if Mikey beats Virgil, then
Yeah.
that's whoa, that's major in itself, man. So big up, man, big up. If that fight generally does happen, and it looks like it's official. I hope it generally happens so we can see some proper tests from the welterweight division for sure.
For real. For real,
Mm.
man. For real.
Yeah, definitely, man. But obviously, we're coming up to that time. Obviously, it's the end of the show. But cuz man, obviously, like I said, this is like therapy for us to be able to review fights, to analyze it, to predict. In a way, as well, we're also doing a bit of matchmaking as well, putting ideas out there for some
Mm.
of the major promoters to, hopefully one day pick it up and be like, you know what, these guys gave us a little heads up on something, man. But
Mm.
like I said, and I'm gonna repeat it constantly until it's gonna happen. We saw Rumble in the Jungle in our country in Congo. Why can't we see another Rumble in the Jungle to
Well,
back home
we
in
we
Africa.
we might see. I've been hearing Wilder and AJ, both Nigerian, chaos in
Ooh,
Lagos.
chaos in Lagos. Obviously, big up Ade for that, man. Ade, obviously, he's one of our favorite guys, man. Especially in this world, doing big things and just seeing him shining, doing his thing.
Mm,
In the zone was absolutely good to see. So let's hope it happens. Chaos in Lagos, Rumble in the Jungle 2, Nigeria versus Nigeria. Bring it back home in the motherland. Like we could keep promoting this until whenever. I think a fight needs to happen back home in Africa, and I'm
mm,
hoping to see a heavyweight showdown back home in Africa. I don't care which part. It could be Nigeria, it could be Ghana, it could be wherever. We've obviously got one of the most major fights in history in Rumble in the Jungle One. So
mm.
look, let's bring it back to Africa. That's my words.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
but yeah, cuz man, how are you gonna sort of wrap this up, cuz? Like obviously
Yeah,
we're coming
man.
up to the end of the show, but yeah, how you gonna properly wrap this up? You know what? I'm gonna stop you just before you do it, cuz
Mm.
I want you to do it in the most. You know what? Effort, man. Cuz
You're man. You're
be Mr.
man.
Sports Entertainment.
You're
Be
man. Listen, it's the end of the show. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. It's very, very
love
important
that.
to like, share, and subscribe. We're here
Love
every
it.
Sunday, 7:30.
Love
Well,
that.
it was a bit late today, but every Sunday, 7:30. Have a blessed week and see you all next week. I go by the name of Biyenge, through to yours truly, Tre, and we're out.
We're out.